Bonjour et bienvenue. Dans cette vidéo, nous allons apprendre à utiliser l'un des verbes les plus importants en anglais, le verbe to be. Je suis heureux.
I am happy. I am happy.
Elle est professeure.
She is a teacher. She is a teacher.
Elles sont excitées pour le voyage.
They are excited for the trip. They are excited for the trip.
Ce gâteau est délicieux.
This cake is delicious. This cake is delicious.
Tu es très gentil.
You are very kind. You are very kind.
Il était au parc hier.
He was at the park yesterday. He was at the park yesterday.
Nous étions en retard pour la réunion.
We were late for the meeting. We were late for the meeting.
Le temps était parfait le week-end dernier.
The weather was perfect last weekend. The weather was perfect last weekend.
J'étais surpris par la nouvelle.
I was surprised by the news. I was surprised by the news.
Ils n'étaient pas prêts.
They were not ready. They were not ready.
Je serai là à 17 heures.
I will be there at 5 p.m. I will be there at 5 p.m.
Elle sera ravie d'entendre la nouvelle.
She will be thrilled to hear the news. She will be thrilled to hear the news.
Elles seront fatiguées après le long voyage.
They will be tired after the long journey. They will be tired after the long journey.
Les résultats seront annoncés demain.
The results will be announced tomorrow. The results will be announced tomorrow.
Tu seras émerveillé par la performance.
You will be amazed by the performance. You will be amazed by the performance.
Il est en train d'être très patient.
He is being very patient. He is being very patient.
Elles sont en train d'être trop bruyants.
They are being too noisy. They are being too noisy.
Je suis en train d'être prudent avec mes mots.
I am being cautious with my words. I am being cautious with my words.
Le chien est en train d'être dressé en ce moment.
The dog is being trained right now. The dog is being trained right now.
Nous sommes en train d'être prudents avec nos dépenses.
We are being careful about our spending. We are being careful about our spending.
Elle était en train d'être exceptionnellement silencieuse à la réunion.
She was being unusually quiet at the meeting. She was being unusually quiet at the meeting.
J'étais en train d'être honnête avec mon opinion.
I was being honest with my opinion. I was being honest with my opinion.
Elles étaient en train d'être bruyants à la fête.
They were being loud at the party. They were being loud at the party.
Le chat était en train d'être joueur plus tôt.
The cat was being playful earlier. The cat was being playful earlier.
Nous étions en train d'être très prudents avec les objets fragiles.
We were being very careful with the fragile items. We were being very careful with the fragile items.
Il sera en train d'être examiné par le médecin à 15 heures.
He will be being examined by the doctor at 3 p.m. He will be being examined by the doctor at 3 p.m.
Je serai en train d'être surveillé pendant le test.
I will be being supervised during the test. I will be being supervised during the test.
Ils seront en train d'être informés de la nouvelle politique.
They will be being briefed on the new policy. They will be being briefed on the new policy.
La maison sera en train d'être nettoyée demain matin.
The house will be being cleaned tomorrow morning. The house will be being cleaned tomorrow morning.
Elle sera en train d'être interviewée la semaine prochaine.
She will be being interviewed next week. She will be being interviewed next week.
J'ai été très occupée cette semaine.
I have been very busy this week. I have been very busy this week.
Elle a été d'une grande aide.
She has been a great help. She has been a great help.
Ils ont été favorables au projet.
They have been supportive of the project. They have been supportive of the project.
Ce travail a été gratifiant.
This job has been rewarding. This job has been rewarding.
Nous sommes amis depuis longtemps.
We have been friends for a long time. We have been friends for a long time.
Il avait été médecin avant de prendre sa retraite.
He had been a doctor before he retired. He had been a doctor before he retired.
Elles avaient été amies avant la dispute.
They had been friends before the argument. They had been friends before the argument.
J'avais été incertain de la décision.
I had been unsure about the decision. I had been unsure about the decision.
Elle avait été là plusieurs fois avant.
She had been there several times before. She had been there several times before.
Nous avions été optimistes quant au résultat.
We had been hopeful about the outcome. We had been hopeful about the outcome.
J'aurai été ici pendant 2 heures quand tu arriveras.
I will have been here for 2 hours by the time you arrive. I will have been here for 2 hours by the time you arrive.
Elle aura été membre depuis 5 ans le mois prochain.
She will have been a member for 5 years next month. She will have been a member for 5 years next month.
Ils auront été informés du changement.
They will have been informed about the change. They will have been informed about the change.
Le projet aura été terminé d'ici demain.
The project will have been completed by tomorrow. The project will have been completed by tomorrow.
Nous aurons été passés par beaucoup de choses d'ici là.
We will have been through a lot by then. We will have been through a lot by then.
Si j'étais toi, j'accepterais le travail.
If I were you, I'd take the job. If I were you, I'd take the job.
Il serait plus heureux avec plus de congés.
He would be happier with more time off. He would be happier with more time off.
Ils auraient été réussis s'ils avaient essayé plus fort.
They would have been successful if they had tried harder. They would have been successful if they had tried harder.
Cela pourrait être le risque.
It might be worth the risk. It might be worth the risk.
Elle pourrait avoir raison à propos du problème.
She could be right about the problem. She could be right about the problem.
Voici d'autres vidéos qui pourraient vous plaire. Merci d'avoir regardé. À bientôt.